Welcome, I'm Rose Oatley, and today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious chicken cilantro lime pasta you don't want to miss. So what do you say? Let's get cooking.
If you're in the mood for delicious food, come cook with Rose Oatley.
For this recipe, you'll need 4 corns on the cob. You want to remove your kernels. I recommend using a shallow bowl or dish. Using the flat end on the bottom, you can start cutting all your kernels off. Now, if you try and cut them on a cutting board, the kernels are just going to go flying everywhere. So I do recommend that you use a shallow bowl. I finished cutting all 4, and this is what I ended up with. Now, you can make the salad with or without protein. Today, I'm going to be using a package of chicken tenders. I like getting the tenders because they're a lot easier and faster to cut bite-sized pieces. This here was close to 2 pounds or 1.77 pounds to be exact. You want to rinse them, pat them dry, and set aside. Next, we're going to be chopping and dicing some red onion. Red onion is sweet and goes great with salads. You'll also need to chop up 1 whole cilantro and 3 garlic cloves. To a large skillet, you want to add about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Let it heat up, then add your chicken. To season our chicken, we're going to start with some salt and pepper, and this is to your taste. We're also going to add 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Let's give it a good mix, and if you feel like you need a little more olive oil, feel free to add more. I'm also going to add my 3 garlic cloves. Sometimes I'll add a little bit of rosemary. I'll go ahead and add a little bit today. Now, if for some reason you don't have any of the Italian seasoning, you can substitute it with rosemary and thyme. Alright, so now you want to cook your chicken until it's done and it's no longer pink in the center. Then once done, set aside. Now to a cast iron skillet, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You want to make sure it gets nice and hot. Now that it's smoking hot, I'm going to add all of my corn. Give it a mix, and then I'm going to lay it all out in one layer. I'm trying to get a little bit of a char in my corn. Now, if you prefer to grill your corn and then remove the kernels, that's perfectly fine too. You could do it either way, either on the grill or on a pan like this. Alright, so now we're going to add 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter. We'll also add some salt and pepper to your taste. Add 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, equivalent to 2 cloves of garlic. We're also going to add 1 teaspoon of cumin and 1 teaspoon of oregano. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my red onions. Give them a mix to saute. Now we want to cook our corn until it's done and it's got a little bit of a crunch. You don't want it very soft. You want a slight crunch to it. This is looking pretty good. We're going to set it aside temporarily. For your pasta, you want to boil some water, add a little bit of salt and olive oil to prevent sticking. For my pasta, I'm going to be using Mini Farfalle, also known as bow tie or butterfly pasta. I like to use Barilla brand, but you can use any brand you have and then cook according to your box directions. While my pasta is cooking, I'm going to take a few grape tomatoes, cut them in half, and add them to a large bowl. I'm also going to add 1 to 2 avocados. Now, if you don't like avocados, you can skip them.
You're watching Rose Oatley. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified of any new videos.
Now add your chicken, your corn. Then once your pasta is done, you want to drain it and add it to your bowl. I'm going to give it a quick mix before we work on our dressings. To a small bowl, add all of your cilantro. We're also going to add about half a cup of olive oil. Then you want to add 2 to 3 whole limes, depending on how large your limes are. Today I ended up adding 3. Add a little bit of salt and pepper. Then mix and pour all in your bowl. Before I add my next dressing, I like to go in with a little bit more salt and pepper if needed. Now for the good stuff. Bolthouse Farms Cilantro Avocado Yogurt Dressing is so good and works so well in this salad. You gotta get it. I'll post the link in my description below. If for some reason you can't find it in your area, you can also try making one by putting the following ingredients in your blender: cilantro, lime, plain yogurt, avocado, and a little bit of olive oil with salt and pepper. Or you can just stick to the one dressing I made at the beginning. I just like it better when I combine both. All right, friends, let's serve ourselves a bowl and give it a try. This is so delicious, guys. And also, it's perfect for potlucks. I really hope you enjoy it. And if you enjoyed this video, help me out by liking, commenting, and sharing with friends. Thanks, greatly appreciate it.
If you haven't already subscribed, please be sure to do so below or hit my little picture on the side. Also, don't forget to hit the little bell to get notified of all of my new videos. And be sure to check out these links on the side. Thanks for watching and your support. Share with your friends.